Ask Hovey. Ask Hovey. Tonight we have another episode of Human Oddities. And those oddities are traditionally called midgets. They're little people. And I'm talking just for tonight, not about so-called dwarves, but pituitary midgets, such as Andrew Ratuichev. It's easier to remember the name Andy Potato Chips, however. Here he is in Hubert's Museum with Wu Fu, Richard Charles Lucas. And this is a photograph by Diane Arbus, 1960. Now, there's another photographer who does a lot of work with show business. His name is Jim Moore, and he's just come out with a new book. Came out, I believe in December. I got a mysterious copy in the mail about 2 weeks ago. And it's called Rose's Royal Midgets and Other Little People, okay? They're essays by Travis D., a foreword by James Taylor, and it's an endorsement there by Dick Zegund, who runs the Coney Island sideshow. And perhaps the most famous of Lilliputians would be Charles Stratton, otherwise known as Tom Thumb or General Tom Thumb. Now, he was Connecticut born, and he was presented by P.T. Barnum. Here's the same picture. And Barnum was quite a showman. When they were in England, dressed him up like Napoleon. Napoleon was small in stature, but not that small. But the British loved seeing him that small, as you can imagine. Now, Tom Thumb was portrayed by a he was born in Connecticut, by the way. He was portrayed by George Brosen, and in a movie called The Mighty Barnum, 1934. Wallace Beery played Barnum, and George played Tom Thumb. And this, as I said, this is in 34. In 36, he made a movie. You see him there at the bottom of this card. He made a movie with Charlie Chan at the Circus. Now, the circus word among circus people for a midget is runt. Although, honestly, I have never heard it used at backstage at the circus. However, in this movie, 1936, 4 years before I was even born, the carnival man introduces the midget, Tim, to Charlie Chan as the greatest runt in the business. So I have reason to believe that was meant as a great compliment, although the actor kind of frowns and rolls his eyes and does a shrug and goes on with the scene very easily. Now, there was another actor, German-born, by the name of Harry Dahl, and he was in a 1925 movie directed by Todd Browning called The Unholy Three. It was about three carnival performers who left the carnival and pursued a life of crime. This is Harry Dahl, or Harry Earls. You use both names. And this is Lon Chaney in drag. And that's how they pull off some of their capers, was to have this baby who was not a baby in a carriage, and the mother or grandmother or nurse pushing him around. But it made it easy for them to commit crimes. And that's why there was another carnival person that made The Unholy Three. This was directed by Todd Browning in 1925. And it was also done as a talkie in 1930 Todd Brown did not direct that version of it, but Lon Chaney played the same role and Harry played the same role. It was a talkie. It was Lon Chaney's last and final talkie. Todd Browning also directed Freaks in 1932. And this is Harry Dahl, or Harry Earls, with his fiancée in the movie Freaks. And she comes to a very sad ending because she's up to no good. Now I've got one more here, and this is on page 106 of this book. Not this book, another book. This book right here. And that's Mexican-born Lucia Zarate. She was very tiny, and she actually died at the age of 26 when she was traveling across the United States, and a train got stalled in a blizzard, and she died of hypothermia. But she's also in here. She is the same picture. And I have to say that this week's bingo prize is a good read. I assure you, it's a wonderful read. But next week's bingo prize is going to be this book. So good luck if you play bingo, and bingo!